trail bike season. Clifford, the big red dog, is what Spencer calls this one. Dippery. Honda is kind of famous for leaving their 450Xs the same for a long time. The last one was 2005 to 2017, basically. So 12, 13 years in there, it was the same bike. Just a little bit of changes from 05 to 06. And then after that, that was it. It's taken a little while for all the Honda guys, diehards, the Baja guys to transition fully to this bike from the Generation 1 bike. So now on this bike, 2019 was the first year. So now we're at 26, so 7 years into this bike, and now everybody's kind of getting at home on this thing. We did an initial video riding it stock and just with some basic mods with a slip-on and an ECU mod. We did the video with Rado. We'll have a link to it in our description if you want to go see that video first. So if you have a stock one and you want to do just the basics first, that's a great place to start. So that video, we go over that. Now, we are set up with a big tank here, but we don't plan to go to Baja. We're building this thing mainly just for tight trails. We go to the desert, tight trails, and then also to the mountains in the summertime. So that's our main goal. So the tank isn't huge, even though it looks a little bigger. There's not a lot of room. So IMS does a good job of bringing it up. I really like the red look. I thought that would be kind of unique and different, so we went with red. And then as far as our performance mods, of course, we got the suspension modified from RaceTech, who knows what I like to have it set up for in those conditions. But the big thing on this bike is kind of uncorking it. We will have this ECU mod, and San Diego Powerhouse makes some block-off stuff for us. And with the FMF on there, you could run just the slip-on and be fine. We went ahead and put the whole system. Okay, we have our Pro X gearing on here. We just went one smaller on the rear tooth, just to give us, so it's a little bit more luggable. We have the Scar foot pegs. We even did a cool little mod where we put a KTM strap for the kickstand. KTM makes a strap so we can hold that up there if we're gonna be in any like big sand whoop sections or whatever. We're worried about a kickstand failure, we can throw it up there. Works Chassis Lab has these engine hangers to help the bike flex a little bit more. We have those in there. Of course, trying to keep heat down, especially in the tight stuff and especially with somebody like me riding it, we went ahead and added the a custom fan from Tusk. And when ICW was welding up my radiators, they added mounts for this fan. And then Jamie at Twisted was able to tweak with the ECU to make it kick on. So pretty trick stuff that I was able to do. This bike is kind of dated, so it comes with 7/8 bars, which I'm totally fine with. If I crash hard enough to bend bars, usually I'm going home anyway. And they're rubber mounted, so it has a really good anti-vibration feel in it. So for protection for this thing, we went ahead and got the Molecule skid plate. What I like about it is their mounts made it so that you can take it off and on relatively easy when you need to wash or change oil on the bike. This bike will, of course, as you can see with these awesome DecalWorks graphics, will be shot with RacerX magazine. And Moto Seat got our seat cover. This thing just looks amazing. We have the ODI Nomad grips. Got a really good feel to them. D30 material. I call them little nanobots that massage your hands and give you a really good feel on the bars here. I really like it. For our controls up here, we have a Works Connection Elite Perch. It's kind of nice. I say almost vintage. Kind of like the feel of a cable clutch on certain bikes. And we have an arc lever up front for the front brake. That's really got a great feel as well and fully adjustable and unbreakable, as they say, that it bends back. But we have our Enduro Engineering handguards on here that are going to help prevent that as well. The 450X is based heavily on the 450RL, which is the dual sport street legal version. So it's based heavily on that. So it has a heavier output stator, which is cool. So we could power decent lights. So we got the headlight mask off of a 20 current CRF450RL, the dual sport version, and then Moto Minded made up this piece right here that puts in the Baja lights, and then we were able to stack these in here. It looks really nice. And then the mounts right here, I came up with mount system from Desert Unlimited. It was a bit of a tricky deal without their mounts to make it all fit nicely on here and be all Sano looking like it is. We have our Dunlop, an MX-53 up front, AT-82 in the rear. This thing's really good to go. I'm looking forward to shooting it with RacerX with Chris Kiefer. You'll see some good photos throughout here. Simon will be shooting some good photos. We're gonna have some of those in here. And then maybe we'll add some of me cruising around the mountains with it maybe. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. We'll see you guys next time. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, and email any questions you have right to me. See you guys next time.